Hi guys, so I'm gonna be doing an eyebrow tutorial. Okay, the first thing you need to do when you're doing your eyebrows is make sure that your face is dry. Don't draw your eyebrows when your face is like as oily as mine because it's going to give you a hard time. Or if you have to apply moisturizer before you do eyebrows, I'd suggest you apply some powder. I'd suggest you apply some powder. Oh, I'd suggest you apply some powder before on your eyebrows first before you start drawing them. And then when you apply powder, the second thing you need to do is to brush them. So that you can be able to see how you to draw them according to how your eyebrows look like. Okay, and guys, you also want to make sure that you're using a sharp pencil so that you can use very thin lines. As you can see, my pencil is sharp and I am just drawing one line under my natural hair. Don't mind me looking down, I don't even know what I was looking for, but anyway, yeah, you just draw one line under your eyebrow and then you draw another line above your eyebrow, above your natural hair. Yeah, so I applied a lot of Vaseline on my face when I was doing this video. So I was having a problem drawing my eyebrow. So that's why you see me applying powder because I was trying to make that eyebrow area a little bit dry. Yeah, because once your face is so oily, your pencil is just going to be sliding. It's not going to draw a good line. Another trick for when you're drawing your eyebrows, guys, if you want your eyebrows to look a little bit thinner, you can like brush your eyebrows downward first before you draw the line above so that they can be thinner. But I didn't mind mine looking a little bit thicker, so that's why I didn't brush them down. As you can see, I was just like checking my brow there's a way you should make sure your brow arc is aligning with your nose. So that's what I was doing back there. Remember to still use a sharp pen when you're drawing the line under your natural hair and also above, and even also when you're filling in, because you don't want your eyebrow to look too heavy. You can also draw your eyebrows using gel, but I prefer using pencil. It's easier, it's also very affordable. Like a pencil goes for like 30 bob, guys. Just 30 bob. And it can last you for a while depending on how often you do your makeup or your eyebrows. So it can last you. Look at me dancing. I think I was just, I don't know if I was dancing to the music in my head or the neighbor's music because when I was doing this video, my house was silent. That's probably the neighbor's music. Yeah, so you want to also use a very sharp pencil to draw very thin lines and use a very light hand. As you can see, I'm not applying like force. I'm using a very light hand to just like draw like hair like strokes going up. Why am I laughing? I'm using a very light hand to draw very light strokes on my eyebrow. Oh, the music is still in my head. Yeah, that's why. You want to make sure you're using also a pencil that is not like too dark. I'd suggest not using a black pencil. Use a like a brown pencil or like I think I use number. Either I use a number 3 or I think number 8. Not sure. And then you brush your eyebrows. Yeah, depending on your skin tone. Like if you're too dark, you can use a darker one. But I don't think I'm too dark. Yeah, so use a pencil that is not like, don't use a black pencil, use a brown one, a dark brown one, so that your eyebrows can show. And after you draw, you can see me just brushing my eyebrows. Keep brushing your eyebrows so that they can be even. What am I thinking about? Hmm. Yeah, and you keep filling in where you see like like when your eyebrow is thinning, like there's like less hair. So that is where you need to like keep reapplying the false hairs with the pencil. Okay, so I'm also going to be concealing my eyebrows. You want to conceal your eyebrows. If you're a beginner, you can use concealer that is like one shade lighter than your skin tone, one shade lighter than your foundation, or you can even use your foundation. But I'd suggest using a concealer that is like one shade lighter if you're starting. That is, even if you're not starting, it's okay. So just choose a foundation or a concealer that is one shade lighter than your skin tone, and you apply a thin line beneath your eyebrow because you just want your eyebrows to pop. You want them to be discovered, to be seen. So just use a very light hand also when you're doing this. You use one thin line. You just keep making sure, like you can see me going back to make sure that the line is just straight. Just keep going back there to make sure the line is straight. And then drag that concealer down because you're going to be needing that concealer when we're doing our eyeshadow. Yeah, so the other eye I decided to use, if you don't have a concealer brush, you can use I use pro concealer. So the concealer has this brush like thing, as you can see. So just make sure that is flat, that the concealer brush is flat, the one on the product. And also don't squeeze, the product comes out when you're squeezing the concealer tube. Don't squeeze the tube, just apply a small amount on your hand first, and then you use whatever amount is on your hand to conceal. Yeah, so when you're using a concealer tube, don't make sure that you're not squeezing the tube, because if you squeeze, then more product is going to come out and you're going to have a mess. Also remember to just use a very thin line. That's why I'm telling you, if you're using a concealer tube, this tube, the brush, make sure it's flat and don't squeeze it. And then I also decided to use the same tube. Is it a tube or a brush? Yeah, whatever that is. Decided to use that on my, yeah, on my upper side. If you're a beginner, I would not suggest concealing above your eyebrow using a concealer, because it might give you a hard time to blend when you come to doing your foundation. Like if you are using a foundation, I feel like it would be much better. But I was doing this makeup. I wasn't even going anywhere. I was just doing this makeup for this video to make a few TikToks and and pictures. So I really wanted my eyebrows to pop. Most of the time, I usually don't even conceal above my eyebrows. I just leave that for the foundation to sort that out later. But I just wanted to do this for, yeah, for it to pop when I was. Doesn't make any sense, but anyway, yeah. So, but you can use a concealer too. Just make sure you are very patient when it comes to blending, because that is going to take a lot of time. Yeah, so you can see me using my finger. I just use my finger over there. You can use your finger to blend, or you can use a brush. And don't use a dirty brush, because my brush looks like it has a bit of eyeshadow in it. Okay, I use the same brush I used to apply my eyeshadow, and I think I can see some product on that brush. Yeah, I can see some pink on that brush. Yeah, and if the brush doesn't work for you, use your hand. Whatever works for you, just make sure you blend that out. No, I was just saying banger eyebrows. Remember to also blend out above your eyebrow using your finger or your brush. Yeah, you're not just blending the below. Oh yeah, and if you smudge something or you ruin the shape of your eyebrow, you can always go in with a pencil. Make sure it's still sharp and use very light hand. Yeah, and we are done with the video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.